The Huapo Festival. The Huapo Festival is also known as Huawang Festival or Huawang Shengmu Festival. Huapo in Chinese means that the goddess of flowers or the king of flowers. It is an important religious festival among Zhuang people. It is popular in all parts of Guangxi Zhuang nationality. According to legend, the Huawang is also named Huapo, is the birth goddess and child patron saint of the Zhun people. The first ancestor of the Zhun nationality, MuLiuJia, was born on the second day of the second month of the lunar calendar, and was specially in charge of flowers and children. During the festival, Zhuang villages in Guangxi and neighboring Vietnam gather to kill chickens and make fate for the Huapo. They pray Huapo for protecting the healthy growth of their children. In order to return the wish, Zhuangrians will build. Huawang is also called Huapo temples near the village or under the mountain. The origin of the Huapo festival. According to folklore, the ancestor of the Zhuang nationality, MuLiuJia, was born from flowers. Later, she is in charge of flowers and children. All people are birthed from the flowers in the garden of MuLiuJia to the world, so they regarded the Huapo. February 29th of the lunar calendar is the birthday of the Huapo. Zhuang women held a sacrificial ceremony. Women of the same generation in the village formed sisters with different surnames and put money to prepare chickens and ducks and incense, candles for the sacrifice. Then they went to the wild in groups to collect flowers and wear them to pray for childbirth and the healthy growth of children. Women who have no children will go to the wild to pick flowers and wear them in order to ask the Huapo to give them children. If they become pregnant in the future, in order to make the child have a soul after birth, they must ask the folk master to go to the wild to recite some word similar to scriptures. They must also do a bridge building ceremony and take the flowers from the bridge in a roadside. After the child is born, they must put the Huapo on the lying in woman's bed and worship Huapo regularly. The different customs in different places. In villages in Longzhou, Pingxia and Ningming City, Guangxi Province, young men and young girls will sing songs under the kapok trees and they praise the Huapo. During the period of singing, the girl will throw hydrangea to the young man she likes to express her love. At the end of the song, the young man will hang hydrangea on the kapok tree to thank the Huapo for her love. And in Nanning City, Yongning District, Pumiao Town, there is another interpretation according to legend. In Pumiao Town, the public pier is opposite the Five Holy Palace. There is a kind old woman who often sells porridge to the past merchants. If she met the poor, will be free porridge. After she passed away, the villagers built a temple in memory of her and held commemorative activities on March 12 of the lunar calendar every year, gradually forming the local unique the Huapo festival. On this day, the local Zhuang people prepared chicken, duck, fish, and meat to the Huapo temple to pray for blessings, sent porridge, hung lantern, make parade and other folk activities, so that help Huapo accumulate virtue and good deeds can be passed on from generation to generation. In some Zhuang rural areas, after getting married or giving birth to children, they should set up a model of Huapo at the bed head of the bedroom. Flowers picked from the wild are tied into a flower tree to pray for Huawang, also called Huapo, to protect the health of the children. The newborn is not yet full moon. Parents should worship the Huapo every day. The Kaigong Festival, the brief introduction of festival. Kaigong is the Chinese. It means that the beginning of farming. Kaigong Festival is mainly popular in Guangdong Province, Lianshan Zhuangzu area and Guangxi Province, Longshan area. Every year, the second day of the second month of the lunar calendar begins to celebrate, mainly to pray for a smooth start of plowing and a bumper harvest of cultivated rice. When people are celebrating the festival, they put on cool clothes, take a bucket, roll up their trouser legs. They are barefoot outside the house, silent to express expectations. Do not break the plow rake. Do not die farming cattle. Do not rot seedlings and other content of eulogy and divination. This day cannot entertain because the ancient legend of whoever entertain, whose crops will be disturbed by birds and animals. The brief introduction of Kaigang Festival in Yang nationality. Kaigang Festival is not only celebrated by Zhuang nationality, but also by Yang nationality. Yang nationality is also called Haiyao, the other name of some Yao people in Lianan and Lianshan counties of Guangdong province in the Qing dynasty. Haiyao stipulates that the third day of the third month of the lunar calendar every year is the Kaigang Festival, also known as the Taqing Festival. Taqing in Chinese means that we need to go hiking or climb mountains in a period of time. On this day, the Yao family will kill chickens, grind tofu, to worship their ancestors, and make a wish to the ancestors of the Pangu Wang that prays for a good weather for crops and abundant grain. Therefore, it is also called the Wishing Festival. There are some people to please folk master like the wizard to choose a auspicious day as the Kaigang Festival. The whole people planted peanuts, soybeans, corn, and other crops in the fields at the same time on that day. The Abao Festival. The brief introduction of festival. Abao Festival, in Zhuang language, refers to want. Bao refers to father and man, which together means want man. It can be seen that this is a festival about love. Every year on the third day of March and the 8th day of April of the lunar calendar, festivals are held in the Zhuang villages and towns of Banba and Dongzhong, Fangchenggang City, Guangxi province. During the festival, young men and women will play ding-ding tianqin, a musical instrument on the hillside, sing and dance to each other and tell each other their feelings. The steps for choosing friends by singing are as follows. Firstly, explore the relationship, that is, asking the other party's life experience. Secondly, praise each other, that is, to sing folk songs to increase good feeling. Thirdly, settle the relationship, that is, to give each other love token and bid farewell to each other, agree on a good date, etc. The Longduan Festival. The brief introduction of the festival. El Longduan Festival. Some places write Longdong Festival. It means under the field dam in the Zhuang language. At present, it is mainly popular in Longzhou, Pingxiang, Ningming, Daxing in Guangxi province and Funing in Yunnan province, as well as northern Vietnam, the neighboring country. However, the festival time varies from place to place. Generally, it is during or after the Spring Festival, such as the Shiwus of the first month of the lunar calendar, the second day of February, the third day of March, etc. During the festival, people will prepare chicken, roast pig, glutinous rice, sweet rice wine, and other food. Collective go down to the wide field, dam hiking. At that time, people will invite the folk master to sacrifice and then to make some activities such as folk songs, tug of war, lion dance, throwing hydrangea, singing opera, etc. These are to pray for good weather for crops, live and work in peace and contentment. The brief introduction of the Longduan Festival in Funing area. Longduan in Zhuang language means that Long is go, Duan is flat and wide place. Longduan means to go to wide and flat place in the Jun nationality area around Funing County, Yunnan province. During the festival, we should hold song and dance, vaudeville and Zhuang opera activities. We are used to performing martial arts opera during the day and literary opera at night. Young men and women gathered to sing day and night, but singing in the wild during the day. People must return to the village at night. Women are in the house, men are in the outside. They are singing by the partition wall. Longduan Festival is also known as the Zhuang traditional Valentine's Day. Longduan Festival is from the lunar March 25, the end of the lunar March 28, lasting 3 days. That is all. Thanks for listening.